It's probably the first time you're going to see Rotana and Akkor agreeing on something. Okay. Generally, the marketing industry has a low barrier to entry. Anyone with a keen creative eye, some skills, and software mastery pretends if you want to be a marketeer.
Yeah.
And with an Instagram page, and we tend to have this little bit subjective approach to being a marketeer. So I like red, you like blue. Post that picture on Instagram, and there you go. It's all easy.
Yeah, I think it looks better when you put it on a slide, can anyone be a marketeer? But the reality, this comes from the fact that we, all marketeers, once walked out of a meeting and said, great, everyone is a marketeer. But does everyone actually can be a marketeer or not? I think the reality is, I'm not sure why this is no, okay. There is a lot of accidental marketeers, and that can happen and can emerge from any department. And I think after the 2 days and a lot of speakers that we listened to, we realized that in today's world, with the technology, with social, with everything, anyone can be a marketeer. And in fact, you should have an approach where you make everyone somehow a marketeer. But let's also agree on the fact that being an accidental marketeer does not mean that you're in charge of marketing strategy, or you're setting up the a marketing budget or plan for your department. But because marketing is just more than an ad or a social media calendar or a promotional of the month, everyone should be a marketeer. And in fact, most of the time, good marketeers emerge from mostly unlikely departments.
What does it take to be a marketeer? Most of you probably know Philip Kotler, who is known to be the father of modern marketing. He said, marketing is the science and art of exploring, creating, and delivering value to satisfy the need of a target market at a profit. If we were to think this statement through, I could think of 5 personality traits that can make a good marketeer. Loay, can you tell us what these are?
Sure. And I think they mostly can be with anyone. Again, as we said, curiosity. Sorry, how do I go back? Here we go. Curiosity. You've got to be curious. You've got to question your processes. You've got to find the patterns in your data. And you've got to continuously be curious, because that's what's going to drive your creativity. Listening to a lot of our speakers over the last 2 days, I think we can connect to this. Drive. You've got to have the drive and the passion to learn. We learned that it's kind of like really moving and changing very fast, and if you don't continuously learn and you have the drive to evolve, then you will not be able to survive. Emotional intelligence. Most of the time, great decisions start with this moment. With your customers, within your company, with your employees, you have to have the right emotional intelligence. You've got to be empathetic, you've got to be charismatic, but you've got to also have the right decisions made. Attention to details. And this is, we're not talking about this mainly from a marketeer point of view, but you've got to find the very small details in your kind of like really business strategy in order for you to know what's the marketing role in contributing to the overall commercial strategy. And collaborative approach. We mostly see marketing sits at the middle of a lot of functions, trying to bridge the gap between the different departments, with the different partners, and even with the consumers. And that collaborative approach is really key.
In conclusion, marketing is key to our business. Whether it's small or big, it's so important for us to focus on it. The rules are simple. 1, know who you are and what you stand for. You gotta be ethical, real, or true to your brand and deliver on what you promise. 2nd, continue to educate yourself. We live in such a dynamic, changing world, and we can never stop learning. Every day there's something new for us. Always have a holistic approach. We got to look at all aspects of our business. Operation, marketing, sales, the commercial, everything. It cannot be just one area focused.
You've got to shout out from the rooftop in a very authentic way and be true to your brand, to your business, and what you stand for, and don't shy away from it. You have to also tell unique stories that matters to your audience, and how much they matter to your audience is really key. And finally, every now and then you have to pause, assess, and measure. Are you on the right track or you're not? And if you do these things, then you all should be good marketeers at the end of the day. Thank you very much.